Good morning. Here I am in the gourmet capital of the world again, Paris, France. And I'm going to give you a recipe. Oh, this is going to be for kids again, 9 to 16. I could say teenagers, but some of you 9 and 10 and 11-year-olds are so bright that you could do this. Now, this is going to be an elaborate meal, not just that one course thing like I used to do with a coffee and a scrambled eggs. No, sir. This is going to be one, two, three, four, five, six, seven huge course meal, 6-course meal. And I'm going to give you so many secrets you won't believe it. Now, the first thing we're going to do is I have this huge bag of potatoes, and I'm going to start by showing you how to do potatoes. Now, I'm not sure if this is going to end up fried potatoes or mashed potatoes because I'm a very spontaneous guy, but I'm going to give you my little hints along the way. Now, first of all, we'll start with a riddle. What has eyes but can't see? Ooh, I bet you'd never guess. Potatoes. So I'm going to take the eyes out and throw them away in the wastebasket. And then I learned long ago that the nutritious benefits of the potato are in the peel. Did you know that? So you don't just peel a potato and use it. Leave the peel on. Of course, you take the eyes out first. And if it's, I got these potatoes on a bargain, so it was all growing little leaves and things out of it, little stems. But I took those off already because I don't want you to have to wait too long. It's going to take long enough anyway. And here we go. Now, through the magic of movies, instead of waiting for me to cut up a whole bag of potatoes, in a few seconds, we're going to have the job already done. Woo. And here we are again, like magic. A huge bag of potatoes has been peeled and cooked. See, I didn't make you wait to have it all happen. Now, here's one of my big secrets. I'm going to put this in the microwave, and then I'll decide either we're going to make mashed potatoes or now here for a little color. See, this is called paprika. It doesn't have much taste, but it really makes your potatoes a nice color, like in a horror movie. Watch this. Look at this, gang. Here, I got to show you all the nice color. Ooh, see that? Wow, nice and red. And then I'm going to take a lot of garlic. I'm going to use up this old garlic here. Ooh, look at that. Ooh, wow. See, garlic. Now I'm going to see. I put one layer of potatoes and the good stuff. Oh, and a little pepper maybe. Pepper is also good for a little color. You know, potatoes are a bit boring if they're just all white. I like my potatoes to be. Oh, you know what I'm going to make? French specialty is called potatoes au gratin. Oh, that's very classy. And that's going to be potatoes with cheese. But right now, I got to cook these potatoes. Here's a big piece of butter. Throw the garbage away. Then I'm gonna see it. This is gonna be layers of potatoes. So this is gonna be the bottom layer with a lot of nice pieces of butter. And here, see, these potatoes have been in water because that gets rid of the starch on the top a little bit. And now I'm gonna have another layer of potatoes. Look at all these potatoes. This is enough for about 6 people, but there's only 3 of us. My beautiful wifey, who's camera shy, she doesn't like to be in pictures. She don't want to be a movie star like me, and so we'll leave her out, even though good-looking women get more views. But I guess if this program is for teenagers, we don't need all you perverts looking at it. Okay, here we go. Okay, now we're going to put the final layer. Little more garlic. Ooh, garlic. See? Garlic. And then we're going to put a little more pepper. And, oh, I know what I'm going to, The title of this is Grandpa 60 gets an air fryer and uses it for the first time. But the thing is, I wanted to get complicated and make a whole meal. So even though we're going to do the air fryer, that's just going to be a little, you might call it well, that'll be a big act. That'll be act 3. But now here comes the paprika again. Oh boy. Boy, this is enough potatoes for maybe 10 people. Look at that. Enough potatoes for 10 people. And guess what I forgot? The butter. This is special French butter. Gourmet. Look at this. Gourmet beurre demi sel. See, my French is so good. Beurre demi sel. That means butter with half a salt. I think they take the salt grains and break them up, so it's not a half a salt. It's like a fraction of a salt. Okay. I don't know if you can see me cut here. Well, I'm going to cut this butter so it is a little bit even. And then I'm going to put this delicious potatoes in the microwave. Yes. And then, I might as well use it all up. The French say, you can never have too much butter in whatever you're making. So here comes like a whole pound of butter in my thing here. Now, just like I showed you the magic of cutting all those potatoes like magic, I'm going to do the same thing here. We're going to put these in the microwave. Okay. And then we're going to put a top on it. And then I'm going to set it for 8 minutes. But am I going to make you wait around 8 minutes? No way. I don't want to bore you. I'm going to cook something else. But here we go. 30 seconds, 7 minutes, 9 minutes, 8 minutes. There you go. Look at that. Got it? Okay, now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to boil some corn on the cob. And I'm going to show you another secret there. A lot of people don't know this secret. See, I got a pot. I already put a little bit of water in it. Okay. Now I'm going to put in the magic ingredient for cooking corn. You didn't know this, but watch this. See? Zucker. That's, here I am in Europe, and, we go shopping in stores that have a lot of different languages, and here is Zucker, or sometimes known as, here it is, translated into good old English. Zucker. Zucker? Sugar. And I'm going to put this sugar into the water, see? And that, even though it's sort of sweet corn to begin with, this will be nice and extra sweet. So that's your secret. Now, when I get the corn out, I'm going to put it with butter and salt. And I've already, to save you looking at me doing the boring shucking, that's not a bad word. And I'm going to put this corn, there we go. Watch this, look. Corn goes in the water. I cut all the bad parts out. A little bit of bad part here. And one more. There we go. And then I'm going to cook this. And a lot of people say you should put the corn into boiling water. No, I have a different theory. My theory is I put this on the stove. I light it. And here's this cooker I'm going to use later. But I like to, look at this. My kid bought me this for a present. It's like a flamethrower. Yeah, okay. So here we go. Oh, wow. You see that turn on real fast? Okay, so now here's my secret of corn. See? Beside the sugar, when the corn boils, as far as I'm concerned, it's done. I don't like to overcook stuff. And this corn is when I get that done. And then while we're waiting for that corn to boil, I'm going to make you a salad. Now, once again, I'm such a great guy. I don't make you wait. Now, here I put in a package of dandelion greens. You know that yellow flower that is kind of a weed? Well, right after the rain, if you get the dandelion and pick it in your own garden, if you have one, see, it's a dandelion weed. If you get it right after rain, right after it's cut up, they're very tender and very, very tasty. And so, then the other thing is called mashie. I don't remember getting that in the USA, but the mashie is a different kind of green, very sweet and tasty. And I combine the dandelion green, which is very good for your internal system. You makes you go number one and number two real good. So now I'm going to make a tomato. And if I had a cucumber, I would use that. Do we have any cucumbers around here? Okay, well, you can pretend I'm using a cucumber. I cut this up in bite-sized pieces. Wow, these are nice tomatoes. Very ripe. Okay. And now I throw this into salad. By the way, I made 3 other plates of this, but you don't have to see the other plates. Okay, here we go. So this is enough tomatoes. Now I'm going to go in the, onion. This is a red onion. For salads, a red onion is better than a white onion because it doesn't have such a strong flavor, see? A lot of people, they have a problem with their eyes with onions, but I don't have that a problem. But here's what I do. I take the peel off, and I even take the outer, onions are cheap, so I can throw away the outer layer and just keep the inner layer. It's easier than coping with that little, yeah. Oh, by the way, always wash your hands before cooking. I try to do that, but sometimes I forget. If it's hot, it doesn't matter because it gets sterilized anyway, but okay, here we go. Throw it away. Okay, now we're going to cut up the onion for the salad. Very easy to do. And cut it very small, fine pieces. And then, see, you don't have to wait for the potatoes or anything. I keep you amused with the salad part. Okay, now, you know what I need for the salad? Oil, vinegar, and my secret ingredient that I like a lot. Well, it's not so secret. Olives. I'm going to put olives in it. And I like to wash my hands in between stuff. Okay, oil and vinegar. Now, I just read that Lidl vinegar is like the number one. I don't know why they think it's so good, but I just bought several of these because they're good and they're cheap. So here is the Lidl. I have to put it here. Anyway, here, come on, put some Lidl oil on it. And then I gonna take some vinegar. Oh, in Europe they use a special vinegar. It's called I should have had that out before I started this because now I can't find it. Well, they call it Modena vinegar. Guess what? I can't find it. So I'll just use, here comes some vinegar. Okay, this kind of vinegar is, there we are. My cameraman has showed me the vinegar. Balsamico. See, that's really good stuff. So you put a little balsamico on. Woo! Wow, not a lot. Just you drizzle it. By the way, did you know that not now aceto balsamico. That means vinegar. It's made in a town in Italy, Modena. See, and years ago, it was so valuable that a bottle of Modena balsamico vinegar costs more than a really good wine. Can you believe that? Now it's cheap, but you can still get that very expensive stuff. And to me, it doesn't taste that different. So now here I had some yogurt. I'm going to use that for my dressing. And here's my secret ingredient. I'm glad I was able to find it. You know what this is? Greek cheese. And you think it comes from cows? Nope. It comes from goats. Goat cheese. That's goats? Yeah, goats. Okay, so now I'm going to put some of my little cheese in, and I'm making a big mess here. Let's see, let's get rid of this mess. Hey, has it been 7 minutes already since I started that? Hard to believe. Maybe the potatoes are done. Okay, look at this. I'm taking a very generous piece, just like I do with the butter. I'm not exactly measuring it. And I crumble it a little. See, I crumble. Crumble. Yeah, that isn't very big. Pretty big crumbles. Okay, I'm gonna cut it in small pieces. In lieu of crumbling. Yep. And now, this is the way I make salad. Now, a lot of people they don't think my salad is so great, but I think my salad is great. And that's all that matters in life is if you think your stuff is good, it's good. Okay. Yeah, they make these tops. Years ago, tops just were not very secure. And some idiot poisoned some Tylenol bottles. And now the tops have usually many security devices. And I'm putting this here. Oh boy, this is going to be good. Okay, that's our salad course. Now, let's have a look at the potatoes. Let's see if they're done. Now, I bet you didn't know how to tell if potatoes are done. So you take a fork. Oh, my, I haven't even started the stir fry that was the main course here, huh? I haven't even started the stir fry of the beef here. Okay, here's how you're going to tell if the potatoes are done. First of all, if you put a cover on stuff in the microwave, it cooks a little better. I can see if I can. Yeah, I can. Maybe I better hold that with a cloth. Okay. Here we go. Oop. Probably gonna burn myself. Oh! Well, I'm glad I didn't drop it on the floor. Okay. Now here's how you tell if the potatoes are done. Oh, are they not done? Wow. They got a long way to go. And here I had 9 minutes. Oh, there's a done one, but most of these potatoes are not even closely done. You know what? I'm going to put these potatoes in the air fryer after we do the meat. How does that sound to you? Huh? Okay. Now see, I'm an innovator. I don't plan too well what I'm going to do. Let's try this potato. This one piece seems a little bit, no, even that piece isn't done. So we're going to put it back for another 5 minutes. Okay. And I know it lacks salt, see? I knew something was wrong with that potato. So we'll put it in for 5 minutes more. Okay. And now for the piece de resistance. That's French for something. Piece of resistance. But that's like World War II. Anyway, the piece de resistance here is going to be my new. Uh-oh, that corn is bubbling, so that means the corn is done. Boom, off. And to cool it, I just take off the cover and I turn the corn around a little bit because they might be done on one side and not the other. Okay, now here comes a big piece of meat. And this requires a great deal of expertise. And if you want expertise, now, you know, for the little kids, I say, hey, never play with knives and stuff. But you teenagers, here's the Boy Scout rule, huh? Always cut away from you. Never have it so that the knife could slip. Now watch this, see? I'm going to cut this in half so that it cooks a bit better. Should I cut it in fourths? Would that be a good idea? Cameraman, yes or no? Yes? Okay, here. We're going to cut it in fourths. That way, the air fryer will do a better job. Nice meat, huh? I don't think this is kosher or halal because it's pork. But you can do the same with beef. Okay, now to get the really good flavor, what we're gonna do is we're gonna rub it with a little olive oil and some really good seasoning. Get rid of all the strings because roasted strings don't taste so good. Oh my God, look at all these strings. Wow. Okay, got rid of all those strings. Got rid of these strings. And a little string here. Okay, now here comes stuff that only the master chef, namely me, can do. Here, I just want to show you my sign before we continue. Oh boy, there's the master chef cooks again. Oh, by the way, the date is June 20, 2024. Okay, now we're going to have a little virgin olive oil, just a little bit, and I'm going to kind of rub it a little bit so that the spices I'm going to put on will stick, okay? That's the main reason for this olive oil. I want the spices to stick. Okay. I spilled a little olive oil, so we're going to use that. Here we go. Yep. And here, olive oil. And here's the last one. Okay. A lot of olive oil. And now, are we going to cook something good? Wow. Clean my hands a little. Okay. Now, here we go. This time I'm going to use garlic salt again. Okay. Paprika, yeah, well, paprika's nice because it gives it nice color, huh? So, it doesn't give it much taste, to tell you the truth, but nice color. Oh, you know what I'm going to do? Something really I hadn't planned on, but you know, there's a special spice, a so good spice. It's called Tom Yam. Okay, now you've seen me prepare this meat. Okay, I had garlic powder. Now, you know, if you want to be classy, you can use real garlic. And I put the spices onto this Tom Yam. Let's see how that comes out. I have no idea if it's going to be tasty or not, but it's a really interesting spice that they use in Thailand a lot. And just in case it ruins everything, I'm not going to put it on all of it. Okay, and here's Grandpa using the, what do you call it, the air fryer. So I'm going to put these in the bottom, and we're going to have air fried meat. Okay, this is going to be enough for 4 people and sandwiches later. Okay, so here we go. Okay, now I'm supposed to press this button, and then this one here, down here, yes. And then what? Time, temperature, 20 minutes, and then 200 degrees, go. Now, how do I set go? Is this it? On. Okay, there we go. All right, we'll come back to, here, take a good picture of a close-up of our video of our fryer. Okay, we'll come back when it's done. And here we come to nearly the end of a terrific gourmet meal. First of all, I'm told that on these air cooker deals, you got to, in the middle of it, you got, oh, look at that. Wow. Looks very good, huh? Look at that. Ooh. Well, anyway, I'm told that you should turn it over. So we're going to turn everything over. Yeah, not so easy to grab it here. I got to use a fork. Use a fork. Okay. So let's see what happens when I turn it over. Boy, it feels a little on the tough side if you want to know the truth. This meat doesn't feel too tender. I think I would have been better off frying it. Oh, well, you never know. Okay, here we go. I'm going to turn it over. I did turn it over. I'm going to shove it back in, and then I'm going to show you how to make perfect corn. Okay, now here comes the corn. Remember, I said it's done. It's done when it comes to a boil. So we take the corn, and it don't need too much attention. Here's what we do. We take some butter. I found Polish butter at the store. Can you believe that? Polski. Wow. Anyway, I'm going to show you how to rub the corn with butter. And once we do that, see, expertly done here. Rub it with butter, and then I do it on all sides. And when the corn is a little bit warm, see, it melts the butter and looks really good. Now, this is called corn on the cob, and that's, I'm gonna put some salt on it, and now we've got perfect corn on the cob. In a few seconds, we're gonna have perfect. Okay, that's good. Okay, now salt. Oh, here we go, salt. Good old ordinary salt. Let's see. Yeah. Oh, the last time I did this, a whole bunch of salt came out at the top. Okay. Anyway, that concludes our video. Oh, no, except for the finished product on the meat. Well, we'll come back for that in a minute. Okay, while you guys were not looking, I added some cheese and some buttermilk to these potatoes. And what I think I'm going to do is put them in a blender and see how they come out. Well, I tell you, this hasn't been my best day, but bear with me. Oh, maybe if I had a bigger spoon. I don't want to be doing this forever. Okay, now I've just added yogurt to my potato mix, and I'm going to turn it on. If I'm lucky, it'll start. Okay, now, guess what? I'm not starting. Oh, maybe. There we go. Hi, well, after microwaving the potatoes and putting in some cheese while you weren't looking and some yogurt. Here comes the result. And I'll be honest with you. Let's see if it's any good. Even Picasso and Rembrandt didn't do everything perfectly. This is okay. I give it a B minus. Thank you. And we'll do better the next time. Okay. I just took this stuff out of the fryer, and boy, it seems pretty hard, but let's give it the taste test. Let's see if I like it or not. I'm honest with you guys. Not bad. Not great, but not bad. And that today is my first experience with an air fryer. I think I'll stick with sauteed with mushrooms in a frying pan. Thank you. See you tomorrow.